Yo, what is up guys? Shockwave here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're back here on CSGO and we're going to be going over what is the best resolution in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So, just like what is the best crosshair, this is pretty much just all preference. So, I'm just going to explain to you what the benefits of like playing in your native resolution compared to a 4x3 resolution is, and I'm going to explain to you why professional players play in 4x3 and just my personal thoughts. So, let's go ahead and get started. So what you see on the screen right now is my personal resolution. I play in 1920 by 1080, which is my native res, and I've always played at this resolution, honestly. Like back in the day whenever I first started playing the game, I played in 4x3, but that's just because I thought it would make me better because that's what all the professional players were playing in at the time. So anyways, as I developed and I grew to like understand the game more, I just started playing in 1920 by 1080 and I've stuck with it. So I feel like I'm just as good in 1920 by 1080 as anyone is in 4x3. It's all just down to practice and getting used to your resolution, sensitivity, and just muscle memory and everything. So right here you can see the player model in 1920 by 1080. So it looks, normal in my opinion. It's just, in my opinion, it's big enough for me to see the player's head and distinguish its feet and hands and everything. And it's just like, this is, in my opinion, the best resolution, 1920 by 1080, just simply because you have a very wide field of view and you can see everything. And at the same time, I feel like it's pretty easy to, hit the target. So what I'm going to show you here is how I can see. I'm going to turn so I can just barely see him on my screen. So I can see the guy right here. I'm just going to show you guys with the cursor if you couldn't see him or something. So there he is over there. I'm going to go ahead, change resolution to 4x3, and I'll show you guys, in my opinion, what makes 1920 by 1080 way better. So I'll be right back in 4x3. Alright, so I'm back here in 1024 by 768, which is a 4x3 resolution, and I'm in black bars. On your point of view, it's going to be stretched, so I'm pretty sure you're still not going to be able to see him. I don't think that changes the field of view. But anyways, I cannot see him right now. I'm going to turn until I can see him. Right there, he's just now on the edge of my screen. So before I was aiming here, now I'm aiming like right here. So there's this big of a gap straight down here and straight down here. So this big of a gap to play with. So that's might not seem like a lot, but that changes your way of holding angles. That changes your way of seeing someone. Like if I'm running through T-spawn right here and I'm like about to check this corner before I check T-spawn, then I'm running like this. In 1080 I could see this guy clear, but right here I cannot see him at all until I turn. I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but like if you've ever like acted like you have a pair of binoculars and you look through them like with your hands, then you have no peripheral vision, right? So it's like how they say an owl's vision is like they have to turn their head to see beside them. That's playing in 4x3. So the only advantage to 4x3 is it makes the like player models a little bit fatter. So I'll show you guys a picture of that now compared to 1920 by 1080.
I used to feel so devastated. At times I thought we never make it.
Alright, so that's, in my opinion, that's the only advantage to playing in 4x3. It's just like people that play in 4x3 like typically tend to play in that resolution because that's what they grew up playing on. So I've grew up playing in 1920 by 1080. I could not play in 4x3 and do the same. And that's like saying a professional player, like one of the older players, say on NIP, pretty much I'm pretty sure all of them play in 4x3 resolution. That's because they started the game back whenever I was like 3 years old, and the monitors were 4x3, so they like the old feel. They like how that game is. It's just like Forrest uses that old crosshair because he's an old player. It's a bigger crosshair, and I use this little tiny one, but I can play, you know, I feel better with this like he feels better with that. It's all preference. That's pretty much like the whole idea of this video. Everything in this game is preference. You can't get better by using a certain sensitivity or a certain resolution. It's all whatever you want to get used to and whatever you want to play with. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys understand a little bit more about 4:3 and 16:9 aspect ratios. And if you have any more questions, just comment down below.